Thank you for your patience. So now, let's start. I've switched up to four networks and it hasn't been working, but now, thank God, we're finally live. If you can hear me, if you can see me, please do let me know. Now, hi. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm actually excited today and I have something beautiful, something I'm going to enjoy. Good evening, and sorry for starting late. I had network issues. Now, welcome to our first Glow into the Week session for the year 2026. I'm Dr. Chimsom Ogu, your skin and confidence doctor. I help you glow, not just your skin, but from the inside out. Now, tonight, we are talking about the glow goal. What do I mean by the glow goal? That one central goal that aligns your purpose, your peace, and your productivity for the year. That's what your glow goal is. That's one goal that aligns every other thing that you want to achieve for the year. So let's get into it. And when the Bible tells us in Philippians, Paul said that we should forget what is behind. Last year, you may have not achieved your goals. Last year, may have felt that you didn't move forward. So the Bible even tells us to forget the things behind and strain towards what is ahead. So look forward to what is going to happen this new year. Yeah. So why don't most of our goals work? Now let's be honest. How many of us actually achieved our New Year resolutions for the year 2025? If you did, please indicate with a show of hands. Say I did. Usually when the New Year starts, most of us we start strong. We are motivated. Oh, it's a new year. January 1st, January 2nd, I will start my exercise. I'll start this, I'll start that. But the truth is that nothing really changed. Yes, the date changed, but do you have to wait for a new year to, push yourself to start? So a lot of us start strong, but we become distracted. We don't maintain that same momentum to get to where we want to get to, you know. And we also make a mistake. We set so many goals that end up getting us burnt out, getting us worked up, and we lose focus. We become confused because we are busy chasing too many things. We seem to be productive, but yet we're not achieving anything. So, scattered goals can get your energy to be scattered everywhere. You're doing too many things at the same time, and then you get burnt out. Now, when your focus is divided, your glow fades. Even the Bible tells us that a double minded person is unstable in all that they do. So you cannot be chasing 100 things at the same time. Most times it's not sustainable, and most of us don't sustain it in the long run. Now, I want to introduce to the power of one glow goal. This year, instead of trying to fix everything at once, focus on one big goal that connects every part of your life together. it it can be, for example, to become more disciplined. Now, how does this connect every part of your life? What does discipline mean to you? Even if, for example, now you want to write an exam, becoming more disciplined means that you set structures that make you ensure that you read for 30 minutes every day. Now the goal is discipline, and then you can find a way to measure it and make sure that you get to that. So it's one goal that will, if you want to lose weight, being disciplined will help you always show up even when you don't feel like, when you're not motivated to. It's not about motivation, it's because you've made a decision this year, I'm going to be disciplined. So that one goal, for example, is going to link every other thing that you want to achieve and help you to achieve it. It could be like it could be that you want to live more peacefully and intentionally. So that means every decision you make, everything you decide to move into, you ask yourself, does it affect my peace? Does it disturb how I think or how I see myself? You think about it intentionally. Do I really need to do this thing at this time, or is it just a distraction? It could be that you want to prioritize your health and then your confidence. So whatever it is, pick one goal that helps you align everything that you want to do together and pushes you. When your goal aligns with your purpose, every other area of your life begins to glow in harmony. So the Bible says, this is my best scripture, Habakkuk 2, it says you should write the vision down, make it plain that he may run who reads it. So sometimes we just say, oh, I'm going to do this, we write it, say it in our head. There's something about getting pen and paper and writing it down. And not just writing down, breaking it. And note that one goal is not just, oh, I want to lose weight. Because one thing about goals that have a definite end is that when you achieve that thing that you think that you want to achieve, for example, oh, I want to weigh 80 kg, I want to lose weight. You do everything you have to do, and for example, you achieve it. You now you now start to relax. But know that to achieve that, you have to employ, good habits, become better at what you do to achieve that goal. But because you've now gotten there, you don't feel the need to push yourself again to, continue doing those things that helped you achieve it. And when people say, oh, you're not losing weight, now you've reached your goal, you now start to relax. So that's the problem with setting plenty goals that, you can't align with an action. So, like I said, once your goal aligns with purpose, every other area of your life starts to come together. Now, why does one goal work? It helps you build focus. You know exactly where your energy goes. You don't waste your time doing things that don't serve your goal. You don't get distracted easily. For example, you want to be disciplined. So, as a disciplined person, you need to have a routine, right? You create a routine. Now, if you have a routine and you follow it consistently, I learned something that you don't leave any time hanging. You create a routine from 5 to, I wake up by 5 a.m. From 5 to this, I do this. Even the time you need to press phone should be scheduled. So when you find yourself doing what you're not supposed to do at a particular time, because you are supposed to be disciplined, you realize that you need to change what you have to do and do what you're supposed to do at that particular time. And that helps you align with the things that are important to you in life so that you're not easily busy, maybe doing things that deviate from what you want to achieve. And when you have one goal, it reduces being overwhelmed. If your goal is, oh, I want to lose weight, I want to make 1 million, I want to do this, you're running everywhere, you're doing everything, and you're not achieving anything. You get tired, you feel like it's too much. You become, sometimes we have so many goals that when we see it, we're even afraid to start doing the thing because it sounds magnum what's the English now? Magnanimous, I be what that's the English I'm looking for. It sounds too big and we just give up. And we don't end up achieving the thing at the end of the year that we had told ourselves that we, are going to achieve. It strengthens your identity because when you follow that one goal, you become the person that follows through. It gives you more confidence because you start to trust yourself more. If you have fewer goals, you have a deeper glow because they are easier to achieve. So discipline is the skincare routine for success. If that is your goal. Now, how do you choose your goal? Your glow goal. Ask yourself, what's that one thing that if I master this year, it will make me every area of my life better? It could be learning to manage my time. It could be becoming consistent. Then you ask yourself, which goal will help me glow, both spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically? You ask yourself, what aligns with what God says that I am, not what the world expects me to be. For example, your glow, like I said, could be self-discipline. Your skin glows because you rest better, because you make out time to rest. You eat better because you're a disciplined person. You, for example, you want to have better skin and you say, oh, I'm going to follow a skincare routine. You schedule it. And I've learned something about habits and goals. When you want to make something consistent, you must create structure that helps you stick to it. It's not, for example, you say, I don't want to be drinking alcohol, yet every night, every day you go and buy alcohol and put in your house. Motivation starts, but structure makes it last. So if you don't want to drink alcohol, for example, for this year, don't buy alcohol. Don't go and sit down when people are drinking because your self um will is going to fail you. So you have to be strategic about putting things around you that help you to achieve what you want to achieve. So how do you do this? How do you stick to your one goal? Make it simple. Break it into small steps that you can, look through daily. Create a structure, like I was saying. For example, you want to be reading book every day. You decide you want to wake up by 6 a.m. But you know that every day, for example, some of us pray every day in the morning. Once you wake up, that's the first thing you do. Now, if you want that thing to stick, you tell yourself, okay, once I pray, I'm going to do this for 30 minutes. before I do the next thing I normally do. So to make a habit or something, you break goals into habits. To make it more sustainable, you have to attach it to something that you always do. For example, I'm going to brush my teeth. So I know I'm going to brush my teeth. So before I brush my teeth, I will read 3 pages or 1 page. Don't make it overwhelming. Sometimes you want to, oh, I'm going to just stop taking chocolate. The truth is that it's going to fail you. You start small. I'm going to start reading 5 chapters. You can't do it. That's just the truth. You start small. I'll read 1 page. Then with time, you find yourself reading 2 pages, and it goes. And then once you know that once I brush, I will read. And with time, when you do it, it becomes a habit. So even when you achieve that, let's say you wanted to pass an exam, and that's why you started, doing that, you will find that you still continue doing that thing because the exam is not necessarily the end goal because it's becoming a habit. So when to also make this your goal work, you need to find a way to track your progress. When you have a small win, please celebrate it. Try to renew your mind daily by praying, journaling. Add that to your normal daily routine, and then find an accountability partner or a space, someone that is on the same journey with you, someone that you can share your goals with openly and they don't judge you, and get them on board and help get them to help you stay accountable. Now, if you have you heard of the smart glow framework, the smart way of setting goals? It simply means S, make your goal specific, make it measurable, that's M. A, make it achievable, make it relevant, and give it a time. Because your dreams glow brighter when you have a structure. Just what I was explaining. So now let's give you an example of your glow. The example I've been using, which is to live a more disciplined, peaceful life. That is my goal for the year, for example. Now, to make it, you know, specific, I'll say, what is the definition of discipline for me? Is it that I wake up by 5:30, I pray. After praying, I read 30 pages of, 1 page of a book. After that, I create a solid morning routine and I follow it every day. I start with that. That is my definition of being disciplined, so that I can achieve as much as I can achieve. That is make it being specific. Now, is it measurable? Now, how many times a week are you going to do it? Are you going to do it 5 times a week? If you do it 5, 6 times a week, is that what you count as success? So it has to be measurable. So I will do this, my routine, consistently 5 days in a week. And I will start for 15 minutes, and build up gradually, or I'll read 2 pages, whatever it is that you want to do. Make it achievable, make it small so that you can keep at it. Then you ask yourself, does it, align? Is it relevant to what I want to achieve now? So, for example, you want to pass the exam, and you're saying, "Oh, I want to be more disciplined with my studies and all." So, the aim is that I want to be maybe the best, like I'm a dermatologist, dermatologist in Nigeria. So, me being consistent, showing up and disciplined when it comes to my book, it aligns with my, what I want to achieve. Then you give it a time. You tell yourself, okay, by maybe March 31st, I would have created this as a habit, as a routine. And one thing I also do is that I create checklists. So when I decide this is what I want to be doing, that's a way of keeping myself, accountable and noticing the small wins based on my goal that I have broken down into little habits and little steps. So every day I actually score myself. I say, okay, I woke up by 5 a.m. today. I did this, I did that, I did that. So my goal is to, if there are 10 things on my checklist, my goal is to at least do 9, 8, 5 times a week. So that makes it practical. It does something for you when you actually have a checklist. You feel like you won at the end of the day. So that is a way to monitor your goals and stick to it and be able to, replenish it and redo it. So smart goals, they give you direction. You're not confused. You know that I want to be disciplined, and that is what everything you're doing is, running towards. They help you to track your progress, like I just said, and you can celebrate small wins. They help you build consistency. which also helps you become more confident. They also bring you peace because you're not running everywhere. You have structure. You know what you're supposed to do at a particular time. You know who you're supposed to, you know, be with at a particular time. You don't waste your time randomly because you're a disciplined person or you're a consistent person, whatever that your single goal is that ties everything together. So it works. Now, to have a growth mindset, you don't just chase perfection. You chase the progress. It's not about um, being perfect. With time, when you're consistent, when you can see your small wins in a year, you find out that those other things that that were changed because of this your one goal, you would have achieved them if you're consistent. So it's not about impressing people or impressing other people around you. Oh, I'm losing weight. Everybody wants to say, oh, I'm doing 100, 1,000 steps a day. It's not bad, but that's not the end goal. The aim is, does it align with, that's your one goal? If it does, fine. It doesn't matter whether other people are clapping or other people are looking at you. So the truth is that you can't be ready. Don't wait until you feel ready to take on that challenge. Take your goal step by step, habit by habit. Usually, when your actions align with your peace, your confidence becomes effortless because you become somebody that you trust because you are keeping your promises to yourself, and you start to clap for yourself, show up better, stand up more, firm, and become the best version of yourself. So, affirmations for the week: you say, I am focused and I am disciplined. I choose peace and purpose over pressure. I am consistent, capable, and confident. I glow through alignment, not anxiety. I'm becoming everything I was created to be. I have that one goal that is going to lead me to every other thing that I aspire to become this year. Like as usual, I'll give you a skincare tip for the week. Have a simple routine: face wash, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Not too many things, and you'll be all right. Stay consistent with that, and somehow it will span down to everything in your life. This year, don't chase everything. Focus on becoming someone unshakable. Your glow will not come from trying harder, but from being more aligned. One goal, one focus, one glow. That's the secret to confident and radiant 2026. I'm Dr. Chimsom Ogu, your skin and confidence doctor, helping you glow from inside out. Please, sorry for starting late. Please join us next week, 8:30 p.m. for another episode of Glow into the Week. Thank you for joining. I love you all. I appreciate you. Bye bye.